Stop scrolling for a second. Imagine being 80 years old, sitting alone, replaying your entire life in your head, and suddenly realizing the biggest pain was never failure. It was all the chances you were too afraid to take. That business, that dream, that prayer, that life you wanted. Fear didn't destroy it. You did. The moment you believed fear more than faith. Most people think fear is loud, but it's not. Fear is silent. It hides inside excuses. I'll start next month. I'm not ready yet. What if people laugh at me? What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? And little by little, fear turns your potential into regret. The dangerous thing about fear is it feels comfortable. Because staying where you are feels safer than risking change. But here's the truth nobody talks about. Every day you stay trapped in fear. You slowly become a stranger to the person you were meant to be. There are people right now living the life you dream about, not because they're more talented, not because they're luckier, but because they decided to move while still being afraid. And that's what courage really is. Not confidence, not perfection, just movement despite fear. But many people never move, and years later, they suffer from a pain worse than failure, regret. Regret is painful because it never lets you rest. It follows you at night. It whispers, you could have done more. You gave up too early. You let fear win. And the worst part? Sometimes God opens a door for you, but fear convinces you not to walk through it. Think about that. How many blessings have people missed because fear sounded wiser than faith? How many dreams died before they were even born? Some people are not living. They're simply surviving inside routines they hate. Smiling outside, breaking inside, all because fear told them, stay safe. But safe doesn't always mean peaceful. Sometimes the biggest prison in life has no walls, just fear. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of losing people, fear of starting over. But let me tell you something powerful. Your future can change the moment you stop worshiping fear, because fear will always show you the risk. Faith shows you the possibility. Fear says, what if everything goes wrong? Faith says, what if God is already making a way? And maybe that dream inside you never died. Maybe it's just buried under years of doubt. You still have time to heal, time to restart, time to believe again, time to become the version of yourself you abandoned because of fear. But you must move, even slowly, even imperfectly, even while shaking, because waiting until you feel fearless is the reason many people never begin. The truth is, you will always feel fear before something important. Before success, before healing, before growth, before purpose. Fear is not always a sign to stop. Sometimes, it's proof that your next level is near. One decision can change your life. One prayer, one risk, one moment of courage. And years from now, you don't want to sit there wondering, what would my life look like if I had just believed in myself? No. You deserve a life where you can say, I was scared, but I trusted God anyway. So start the channel, start the business, apply for the opportunity, speak your truth, take the first step, because failure can teach you, but regret haunts you forever. One day, your life will become memories. Make sure fear is not the reason. Your dreams never became real. The life you want is waiting, but fear is standing at the door.